Hey all, welcome once again to another day, another story from West Bengal. Today is day 399 of my Chandigarh to Australia cycling trip and day 13 of cycling here in West Bengal. My journey from Nalagola to Raiganj. Last night I spent a night here in HP petrol pump at 12th mile, marker on the Nalagola and Raiganj road. My today's plan is to travel to Raiganj via Bunyadpur. The morning started with a touching moment. So when I went to say goodbye to Mohan Bhai, he gave me an apple to eat and invited me to have breakfast. Thank you. अच्छा लगा मिलके आपसे एंड आपने जो हेल्प की उसके लिए थैंक्स।
नाश्ता कर लेते हैं यहीं से, तो फिर रास्ता कहाँ का?
कोई बात नहीं,
रुके चलिए देखते हैं।
नहीं रहने दीजिए, मैं
चलिए ना चलिए।
कोई नहीं। So we went to the nearby shop and there I had sabji and chapati in the breakfast. And see what happened next when I tried to pay was heartwarming. आप पैसा नहीं देने दे रहे हो, अच्छी बात नहीं है देखो।
भाईचारा है ये।
भाईचारा तो वैसे भी रहेगा, दोस्ती हो गई है। I had a breakfast and I wanted to pay. Mhesh bhai is saying कि you need not to pay. आपकी तरफ से आज का नाश्ता, कल का डिनर भी आप ही लोगों ने करा दिया था। मिलेंगे? Thank you. चलिए मिलेंगे. Thank you. So after saying goodbye to everyone who has helped me last night, I begin my journey. Along the way, I came across something about which initially I thought is a permanent structure, but soon I realized that it is a temporary temple, or you can call it a pandal, which is made with the bamboo and the cloth only. But the local artist has reached to the level of the perfection that they can make any pandal look like a real building. This morning brought more kindness on my way. When I was standing and looking at the map to take which direction, a group of local came and they invited me to have a cup of tea. We went to the nearby tea stall and I had tea with a biscuit. And this was the time when the owner of a medical shop invited me to his business and gave me some gifts. This generosity of these people was heartwarming. What's your name?
Prafulla Mandal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As I rode on, the greenery was captivating. There were the green fields on both the sides of the road. The goats were grazing peacefully. Farmers were working in their fields and an elderly lady was walking barefoot. A solitary cycle was parked roadside while its owner was working in the fields. This region of the West Bengal is like entering into a different world altogether. I noticed something unique. Almost every house, building or a shed was constructed with the metal shades, a kind of architectural style which I had not seen before. Boundary walls are made with the tin shed. It was used to be like initially those was bamboo and mud. Then those were made with the tiles, and then this. That's a transition. Near the pond under a mango tree, I saw a woman driving a stick into the ground so that she can tether her cow in that. The morning hustles were evident. Students with the backpacks heading to the school, the dogs were roaming in the street, the cows were tied under the sheds. The local life was unfolded before my eyes. Two kirana shops nearby were doing the business. Cow dung cakes were drying in the sunlight outside a hut and a massive banyan tree sheltering a hut under it. The scenes kept changing. The cattle were grazing among the paddy fields. Two college girls were cycling on the bicycles which are provided by the West Bengal government. I also saw a small girl walking across the green fields to her school. When I was riding, suddenly a bolero stopped in front of me and a simple looking man stepped out of it. What he did really touched my heart. नहीं
কোনো ব্যাপার না, আমার মন খুশ করে আমি দিচ্ছি তো আপনাকে। আমি 50 টাকা দিলাম, আপনি কিছু খেয়ে নেবেন।
आपका नाम बताओ।
হ্যাঁ, আমার নাম दीपक खा।
काम क्या करते हैं?
আমরা কীর্তন করতে হয়।
कीर्तन करता है।
हाँ।
अब दुर्गा पूजा में।
हाँ।
अभी किधर से आ रहे हैं?
আমি মালদা থেকে আসলাম।
अच्छा, मालदा में थे?
मालदा।
तो अभी घर जा रहे हैं?
হ্যাঁ, দক্ষিণ দিনাজপুর।
ये गांव का नाम है, घर जहाँ पे। अच्छा, ठीक है दादा, थैंक यू। By 9:45 a.m., the heat became intense. I took shelter under a roadside house, leaning my bicycles against the wall made with metal sheet, giving a chance to both me and my body temperature to cool down. When I resumed riding, I witnessed more slices of the rural life. A woman was heading towards the field for working. An elderly man was taking the calves to graze and a family was repairing their house. Nalagola is hardly a kilometer from here. afternoon adventure. Entering to Nalagola city brought a shift from rural peace to city energy. More noise, more traffic and more crowd. The city was alive with the activities like the shops lined up in the streets, share e-rickshaw or the autos were carrying the passengers. The locals were moving on either a scooter or the bicycles or motorcycles. Being festival season in the West Bengal, decorative gates were under constructions and there were many. Crossing a bridge over a river, I spotted students walking with their bicycles. Local food stalls were busy in preparing the food. I saw one fascinating sight. A local artist was preparing the Kali Mata statues for the upcoming Kali Puja. A heartwarming moment came when I saw two old friends riding on bicycles side by side on this busy road. Their joy made me smile also. At 10:30 a.m. I took another break. It was under a roadside shelter. Relaxing. The weather is very hot right now. So difficult. This is ORSL, okay, electrolyte drink. So this is given to me this morning there that group. So thank you so much everyone. So the price of one is 45. Goodness, I've got two, which means 90 rupees. Wow. They have given me these 5 packets. Price of one is 22 rupees 66 paisa. Very specific price. Add it to 1 liter of water and then you can drink it. And then came a stroke of luck. I spotted a mechanic who was washing a motorcycle, and from last many days I was looking for a place where I can take my bicycle and get it washed with a pressurized water. So I seized this opportunity, and after removing my bags from it, I took my bicycle to that place and that mechanic cleaned my bicycle with the pressurized water. When I tried to pay him, he refused to take the payment. कितना पैसा हुआ? अरे नहीं बताओ. अच्छा कुछ भी नहीं लोगे? And this was another act of kindness by a stranger. After that, I brought my bicycle back and I thoroughly cleaned it, including the chain, and applied the fresh oil. I started feeling hungry in all of this, so I had poha mixed with dry fruits and some sugar in it. I also had the coffee which I had prepared this morning. I also took the opportunity to dry my clothes which I washed last night at the petrol pump. After having food, I felt sleepy and I slept. I got up at 2:30 p.m. Suddenly the weather has become cloudy and I can feel the cool breeze. I was taking the rest here. Now I'm double-minded. What shall I do? Shall I continue the journey before the heavy rain starts, or shall I stay here one more hour? And then I saw there were the clouds in the sky, which made me feel like it might rain anytime. I kept waiting until I was sure that there is no rain coming, and then I resumed my journey. A local cyclist who was heading to the fields joined me on this ride. Together we rode the bicycle under these beautiful black clouds while admiring the green fields below. The road conditions were excellent, making the ride enjoyable. One surprising thing caught my attention. I saw a flag which was placed atop a tall tree, and I was thinking, who the hell did it? The afternoon revealed more interesting scenes. Ditol Hat 10, Gazol 44, Gangaram 21, Malda 69. Okay, and welcome to Dakshin Dinapur. So Dinapur district starts from here. Bolipukur, Bolipukur. Wow, so many ducks are there in that pond, and that lady is washing the clothes. So nice. Kids are playing outside their house and she is handling baby brother. I saw a group of ducks walking roadside, and a group of workers were busy packing the wheat in the gunny bags. Passing through another town, I was struck with the unique architecture of the houses. Though I have never lived in this kind of houses, but they had a strange kind of attraction for me. It was like I always wanted to live in them at least once and see what is the kind of experience it is. This is Ratanpur, where I am right now, and see a woman with a child and a cow, a woman with a bakri and a goat. There are the signboards to go slow. Left turn will take me to Singrail. This way will be on right. Evening journey and the night rest. By 3:50 p.m. the hunger struck again, but unfortunately I could find only the fried foods. Tables which I cannot walk eat now. Could not find anything. I'm here to have this. नहीं ये तो नहीं, चुस्की वाला चाहिए. चलो 10 का दे दो, जो आपको पसंद है वो दे दो. ठंडक पड़ जानी चाहिए खाने के बाद. ओके. चलेगा।
जीरा दे दिया।
बहुत बढ़िया, यही तो ढूंढ रहा था मैं, जल जीरा है।
जल जीरा।
Wow, wow. How it is looking? Oh goodness, very nice. I also passed a Indian Oil petrol pump where I could take the shelter for tonight, but I thought to continue on my journey as there was some more time to ride before it gets dark. The road took me through the areas which are flanked by the banana plantation, with the locals waiting roadside for the e-rickshaw or buses. At 4:10 p.m. I saw a milestone which was indicating that I am 2 kilometers away from my destination. Hapnia, very nice name of the place. Hello. Chandigarh. This is NH 512. Bunyadpur is 5. And I was thinking, why don't they make the permanent structure of concrete along the roadside or the highways here in West Bengal and Odisha? Maybe if any one of you know the answer of this, why they don't make the permanent structure here in Odisha and the West Bengal, please let me know the reason behind it. When I could not find anything to eat, I continued on my journey towards the Bunyadpur. The road was wider now, though it was still very congested. Following the Google map, I took the right turn from the red light. It is 55 kilometers from here. By the 5:10 p.m., the darkness started approaching. Sunset is happening behind those clouds. Last few signs of sunset. It is actually the bright light just before the sunset time. I began searching for a petrol pump with the help of a Google map where I can stay that night. So I am on this road. There is 1, 2, 3. So let's target the third one. 16 kilometers. A man who was traveling with his wife signaled me to stop, and when I stopped, see what happened. So I was riding and I was stopped by Safiq bhai. I got this, he said have food with this money. So thank you so much Safiq bhai.
All the best.
It's really kind of you.
Your journey is so good.
Ji, thanks a lot. Thank you so much. By now it was very dark and it was making it very difficult for me to ride between this kind of a traffic. I saw Indian Oil petrol pump on the right hand side, and when I went there, see what happened. They said that not possible here. So I was thinking that many days no rejection came, so finally I've got one. Going to a next petrol pump. They're telling it's almost 5 kilometers or so. See how dark it is, man. Nothing is visible. When I was riding and I wanted to eat something because I have not had anything since morning, searching for something to eat. I don't know what. Shall I go and check there? चना मुरी सब मिला के देना। हाँ, मिला के तैयार करके स्पाइसी बना देना, थोड़ा तीखा। ये जगह का नाम क्या है? अमीनपुर है। I saw a place on the left hand side of the road where many people were eating. I also stopped, leaving my bicycle on another side of the road with the help of a pole. I go there and ask for something to eat. There was no vegetarian option except the aloo biryani, which I ordered for myself along with some curd, and I paid 60 rupees for that. This man wanted to give me a bottle of water complimentary, which I refused, telling that I already have many bottles of water with me. I reached to that petrol pump on the right hand side again. This was Indian Oil pump. Another Indian Oil pump. Going there to ask if I can find a place. And I went there and I speak to one elderly man sitting, and he immediately welcomed me and gave me the permission to pitch my tent and stay there. He offered me a chair along with a cup of tea, and the staff on this petrol station really was very kind and generous. They were listening to my story and clicking the pictures with my bicycle. Concerning about the possible rain tonight because of the disturbance in the Bay of Bengal, they suggested me to sleep inside the office and not to pitch the tent in the open. So I took my mosquito net, placed it inside, and with the charging point I started working on my video till 11 o'clock that night, and that is how my day came to an end. So my today's expenses were, I had a jeera kulfi paying 10 rupee, aloo biryani paying 60 rupee, one chana puri paid 20 rupee, and the total is 90 rupee. What I have learned today, I have got the deeper insights about the West Bengal and about its generous people and their rural life. It's amazing to see how warmly Bengali people treats a North Indian cyclist. My special thanks to Safiq bhai and Praful Mondal. So that's all for now. If you like this kind of a story of mine, then subscribe to my channel World Wanderers Cycling on a Budget and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications about my videos first. It was a very strange kind of interaction and the kind of support I was getting here in West Bengal for a cyclist from North India. That's a very informative episode about the human connections and their generosity. Being a Bengali, I'm giving you the link of that video here. Please, after this video, go and watch that. And those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please read that also. That's all for now. Take care of yourself. We will meet soon with a new story of a new day. Bye bye.